What do you two? This is your boy Diakis, and I'm here to bring you my review for Payback 2017. Overall, this pay-per-view, I'm overwhelmed. Hell, shit. Fucking blasted past my expectations of this shit. It proved WWE can actually do something fucking right. When you write storylines right, and you follow up, and there's continuity and shit, and the matches have a good psychology, they tell a good story, you get a decent fucking pay-per-view. Let me just go ahead and go into the card. The one match that really didn't really help anything and really didn't further anything was Enzo Amore, Big Cass versus Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. That was on the pre-show. It was an okay match. And Enzo, I believe, wins after a roll-up. After I think he pinned Luke Gallows. After they tried to give the GNA tried to give Enzo the Magic Killer. It didn't go too well, and they end up eating the L. All right, let's go to the main card. Chris Jericho versus Kevin Owens. Jericho wins. Swerved the fuck out of everybody. Now he's on SmackDown apparently. I don't know what to say about this. Is Jericho gonna take the towel with him when he goes on tour? I don't know, but it was a really good match. The finger came into play again. Jericho said like, nah, fuck this, I'm taking the finger out. So he started beating up Kevin Owens' hand. And it played a major role at the end of the match when Kevin Owens was put in the walls of Jericho one more time. And he tried to extend his hand out using his finger, but he couldn't use it. And it caused him to tap out. The next match, Austin Aries versus Neville. Austin Aries does get the win. He got the win when Neville just chunked the referee after Austin Aries put on the last chance. Neville just grabbed the referee, trying not to tap out, grabbed the referee and chunked him maybe like 3 or 4 feet across the ring. And that's how Neville got disqualified. It was pretty funny. That was some funny shit. But Neville's getting that mode where he's desperate. You know, he was cornered by Austin Aries, and he fucking found a way to still remain Cruiserweight champion. Alright. Next match. Hardy Boys versus I think they call him Cesaro. That's what the internet calls him, Cesaro. Pretty funny name. For the Raw Tag Team Championships, the Hardy Boys do win after Jeff Hardy performs a swanton on both Sheamus and Matt Hardy. It was pretty funny. To win. I think not Matt, but Jeff loses a tooth, which was just like, whoa, that he actually lost his fucking tooth, which is pretty funny. I thought there would be more blood than that, you know, because he lost a tooth. I didn't see any blood. The only one that was really bleeding was fucking Matt after that post-match beatdown. After they showed after Sheamus and Cesaro, you know, and the Hardy Boys, you know, show the sportsmanship again, and then you see fucking Cesaro just take down, just murder fucking, what was it? He murdered one of them. He murdered one of the Hardy Boys. That shit was funny as fuck. But good. Sheamus and Cesaro finally turned heel. They need another good heel tag team because, and it creates another it just fuels this rivalry. That's a good thing. All right. Alexa Bliss versus Bayley for the Raw Women's Championship. Alexa Bliss wins. Good. She deserves it. She's the first woman to become a Raw and SmackDown Women's Champion, so congratulations to her. She won via a DDT after, I think Bayley did crash her head into the ring post after like a roll-up pinning attempt. Which is good because I hate roll-ups. Everybody knows how I hate roll-ups, so good. Okay, Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton in the House of Horrors match. Well, the live audience didn't really like this too much. I don't think the internet liked it too much, but I enjoyed the fuck out of this match. It told a real good story. It was really well produced in that house or whatever. It actually felt like a real fight because they both got tired. They both sat there for a few seconds trying to collect themselves. I mean, it could have been more, had more horrors. And that's my only complaint about this match. And then the drive to the fucking, whatchamacallit, the stadium was stupid. Why couldn't they just have it, complete in the fucking, in the House of Horrors? It's more like a House of Horrors to a fucking stadium match. It's not really a House of Horrors match, but whatever. To me, that was sort of wanky. Probably my only, other than the pre-show match, my only complaint about this. The whole ride to the stadium thing was just, it has to be completed inside the stadium. You might as well have the whole match just pre-taped and end at the whatchamacallit. But I guess they wanted to give the fans in the audience something to see. So, but interference did occur. The Bollywood boys, I forgot what they call. What was it? The Singh boys. What do they call them? I don't know. I don't want to disrespect them. They did interfere, try to beat up Randy Orton. Randy Orton did fight them off. Then Jinder Mahal came in with the WWE Championship, nailed Randy Orton in the fucking head, which was pretty funny. And Bray Wyatt gets the win via the Sister Abigail. Pretty solid match, but there's a lot of inconsistencies which I didn't like, especially the ride to the arena is sort of weird. And one thing I didn't like they did, they should have had instead of like designating a certain spot for it, they should have had it interfering like one of the other matches. Instead, just like randomly appear in its perfect spot, make it seem like it wasn't really scripted. Whatever. I'm just rambling on about this shit. Seth Rollins versus Samoa Joe. Seth Rollins did beat Samoa Joe. I think it was a roll up or I don't fucking know. It was a good match. Samoa Joe really worked over the knee of Seth Rollins, even applying a knee bar, doing the kneecapper. It was a really good match, and then Seth Rollins does get the win via bridge pin. It's not a roll up; it was a bridge pin, so I have no problem with that. Finally, the main event: Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns. I thought it was a funny ass match. Braun Strowman beat the living shit out of Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns did show some life, but I'm glad they made Roman they made him still look like he's injured or whatever, and he played to that pretty good. Even though he had sparks of life and shit, Braun Strowman did overcome the Roman odds, did take down the Roman Empire. And if you stay tuned after the match when Roman was walking off, looking like he's just suffered the passion of Samoan Christ or some shit, I think Braun Strowman had ran at the ambulance or whatever and tore the ambulance door off and landed in some boxes. I'm like, what in the fuck? That shit was good. So Braun Strowman still looks like a bona fide monster, and Roman Reigns looked like, I don't know, fucking John Cena or some shit with all this what's the word, like sadism he's going through or some shit. It's crazy. It's fucking nuts. But let me get to my score. Overall, I give this pay-per-view an 8.6. I thought it was really solid. It continued a lot of stories, created a lot of new ones, had lots of continuity, good ring psychology. There's a couple things I had a problem with, but in the ultimate end of things, Bray Wyatt did get his win over Randy Orton. So, no matter how the match went or whatever, Randy Orton did lose that feud. So fuck it. I'm content with that. All right. Stay tuned to for the Real Wrestling episode 60. Should be coming out hopefully this week or next week. And until that time, peace.